All right, lovelies, it is confession time. It is time to go through my Sephora sale haul. I have to say, I didn't do too bad. And I literally think that this video shouldn't be too long. I say that every single time, but I don't think that today's video is gonna be too long because I honestly kept fairly restrained on this just because I've been spending lots of money elsewhere, and we'll get into that in a future video. But if we haven't met before, my name is Kelly and I'm a professional hair and makeup artist, and here on my channel I strive to keep beauty real. Real honest, real relatable, and real fun. So if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, don't forget to click subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Like finding out where all the rest of my money went. Anyway, now like I said, I didn't go too crazy, and if I were just sticking to this order right here, it really would be a very short video. But this is not the only order I made. I did the thing. I did the thing that most of us do. I went back and placed a second order, and that one has not arrived yet. If you are familiar with the Sephora sale, if you purchase anything online the last like day or two of the sale, good luck getting it for like the next 2 weeks, because, you know, obviously they've been very inundated with orders and they're trying to catch up. So I'm going to share with you all of the things today, and I'll let you know the things that are coming on the way to me, and then I will probably use them in a future video at some point. So let's go ahead and talk about what I did get. Now, a couple of these, I think most of these I had talked about getting, so not too many surprises in here. I did talk about getting this Inkey List Glycolic Acid Exfoliating Scalp Scrub. I've been all about like scalp care recently. I did share in my recent favorites video that I've truly been enjoying the Paul Mitchell, the new Tea Tree Detox Foaming Scalp Scrub, and then also the Kombucha Rinse. But this, whereas the scalp scrub from Paul Mitchell is more of like a physical exfoliant, this does have a chemical exfoliant, so I thought it would really be nice to try both. Now, the Inkey List has two of these scalp scrubs. They have the glycolic acid and the salicylic acid, and I was looking through both and I was like, I think they either or might work, but it looked like they were catering the salicylic acid to more of an oily scalp type, and I definitely am more on the drier scalp side, so I decided to give this one a go. What it says on the Sephora site is that it removes product buildup and dead cells, supports healthy hair growth by cleaning the hair follicles to allow natural hair growth, and that it physically and chemically exfoliates. So this has glycolic acid, sim control, scalp, which is supposed to be a sebum reducer, and then castor beads to provide an exfoliation. Anything like this, I usually try to give like 3 or 4 weeks of trying out just so that I really know. It's just like skincare, right? You can't use it once or twice. You might know you hate it in 1 or 2 uses, but you won't really know if you love it. So I will let you know in the future on that one. All right. So then the other thing that I got, and this was sort of a random purchase, after I went into the Sephora store to do a little like reconnaissance, if you will. And this is the Replica on a Date scent. I'm not gonna open this one up because this baby is going to go back to the store, and I will tell you why in just a minute. Then let's go over the other things that I got. For me, the sale, for some reason, was all about the lips. Yes, I did get 3 lip items. And again, one of these is the fault of my Sephora hunt. So I went in to look at the different versions of this Too Faced Hangover Pillow Balm because I was like, there are a couple colors that I think I might work with, and originally the mango one, just because it has that little bit of peachiness, I thought it would really work well for me. And I was like, ooh, but is it gonna be that like weird, like overly milky look? And it's really not. I will swatch all of these for you so that you can see, but this one, and the mango scent isn't too bad. It's nice. Like, there was one, I think it was the chocolate scent, that I was like, nah, I can't get down with that one. It just smelled kind of weird, but this one I think is going to be really nice. I will show you all of the swatches once we talk about all 3 of these, but this is definitely one that I wanted to just have for like that nourishing with like a little tint of color. My lips have been pretty dry. They're actually getting a little bit better, but they have been pretty dry. So the other one that I saw when I was in store was this Sheer Matte Lip Balm from Sephora. It's from the Sephora collection. These were $10 at full price, and with the 30% off, that took it down to $7, which I thought was pretty good. So this is the shade Fuchsia. I did swatch these in store and showed them in my recommendations video, but I think this is going to be a really nice option. To me, this Fuchsia is almost a little bit of that like Clinique Black Cherry vibe, so I'm going to be excited to try that one. And then I heard about these, the new Merit lip oils. What are they calling these? This is the shade Slick Gelée, and I got the shade Maraschino because I wanted something that was kind of bright. I'm actually gonna pop this one. I'll pop it on my hand, but I think I'm going to put it on my lips just because I am ready for a little bit of like a tinted lip oil vibe right now. I just have a little bit of a lip mask on. This doesn't have a lot of color. It is very sheer. Let me go ahead and find something to wipe this off and we can put it on. Now, it could just be me. It really could just be me, but I swear that in the amount of time that it took me to wipe off that lip conditioner, that this color has darkened up. That's really interesting. So the top one, if you can see that, I'll try to like get some of the reflection, is the Hangover Pillow Balm in that mango. And then the middle one is that sheer matte balm from Sephora. I mean, you can see you're really gonna be able to sheer that out. And then the bottom one is the new Gelée from Merit. So if you are not new to my channel, you will know that I really do like the original Merit lip oils. I know they seem to, people either love them or hate them. I think a lot of people love them, but I think the people that were looking for something that wasn't quite so pigmented, and this one actually feels, it has a different formula. It's a little bit more thick, but not thick. It's thicker than the other one, but it's not thick. Yeah, these have a little bit glidier feel, not sticky at all. Oh, this is really pretty. Okay, I do feel like this does deepen just a little bit once it's been on the lips for a few seconds. Like, it doesn't say anything about doing that weird, like, hyped up pH thing, but I do feel like it darkened up just a little bit. This is great. This is just like a My Lips, but like more saturated shade. I really like this. No scent. I don't think that the other ones have a scent either. Nope, there's no scent to this. So that's really nice. We'll see how I feel about it, but I could see this just being like in my bag at all times, like something that I can whisk on for a little bit of color, but it just looks like maybe I have the most amazing natural pigmented lips ever, and I really enjoy that. So that is it, literally. That is all that I ordered in my first order. And then and then it was total FOMO. It was FOMO and then like a little bit of research, and I'm kind of kicking myself. So there are a couple things that I want to talk about. I'm going to talk about the things that I got, and then I'm going to talk about one of the things that I kind of wish that I had gotten. So my next order, and again, I think I ordered this like the day before the sale was done. I got the new Danessa Myricks eyeliner, the Linework Paintbrush Waterproof Fluid Eyeliner. I love Danessa Myricks. I've really enjoyed almost all of her products, and I am just curious about this eyeliner. She, of course, made it sound fantastic. And I was actually talking to Rupi Minhas on Instagram, and she was like, oh, I got the new Danessa Myricks eyeliner. I was like, oh, that's out already. I'm like, oh, I could get it on sale. I was like, do I need an eyeliner? No, I do not need another liquid eyeliner. I have several open. I have a couple that aren't even open yet. I'm a fool. I did buy it. Then the other thing that I got is I got another RMS blush. I totally was not planning on it. I have two. I got one in the last sale, I believe it was, and then I just purchased one with a Rouge reward, and of course I put it in my recommendations video, and I was talking to Jody from Jodyology from Instagram, and she decided to get the shade Hanky Panky, and she was like, oh, I'm so excited to have this blush, and I was like, oh, I can't wait to see this one, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go look, and it was like the shade that I have been searching for this spring in my collection that I kind of thought I had that I guess I don't. The brand describes it as a playfully iridescent magenta plum, and that's just it. It has this like iridescence to it where it's like kind of a beautiful, cool toned plummy pink, but then it has this little bit of like luminescence of that like ultraviolet shift, but in the most subdued natural way. I mean, this is RMS after all. It just looks so pretty. I'm sure at this point I've put up pictures of it on the cheeks, and I'm like, I don't think I have that. I don't think that I have that. So of course I went and ordered it. I know that I like the formula. I was like, well, I'm just gonna do that. So then I was on the site and I was going through some of the fragrance things, and I saw this tropical perfume sampler set. This is one of those things where you get all the little samples and then you get a voucher to be able to go in and get the travel size. This is in there. This On a Date scent from Replica is in there. And I'm like, so why would I pay $35 for this when I can get the sampler set with some other scents to try out for $28? Of course, this is at full price, right? I was like, I am totally going to just not open this and wait to get my other one. And then I know that I can just redeem it for this. Or, heaven forbid, I end up liking a different scent even more, I can go ahead and get that. So I do think, though, that this is probably the one that's going to be the best value. Maybe this perfume oil. Anyway, let me tell you what's in here. It's the Replica on a Date scent, and then you have the New York Bolognese coconut perfume oil. That one might be fairly pricey because of it's an oil. It might be in that $40 range, but I don't think so. The thing about this is I tried it and I was like, this is nice, but there just wasn't anything that was like, yes, gotta have it. Then there is the Prada Paradox Eau de Parfum. I have not smelled that one. Skylar Peach Fields. I haven't smelled that either. Oh, this is really exciting. Honestly, I didn't even like look at everything that was in here. I was just like, on a Date's in there, I'm getting this. So then we have the Valentino Donna Born in Roma Coral Fantasy. I don't think I've smelled that one either. And the Victor and Rolf Good Fortune. I have smelled that. So this way I can try out all of these fragrances and get on a date if I choose to at a lower cost. Now I'll talk a little bit about what is in the On a Date scent. I'm not going to go into it too much because I talked about this in my recommendations, but the notes of this are black currant, liquor accord, which I've noticed right now, black currant is like a scent profile in so many of the new fragrances. You all know that I've really been doing a deep dive into fragrance, and I was on the Olfactive site for their like big sale that they were having and picking out some samples, and so many of them had black currant in it. And I'm just now realizing that if I liked it in this, I would probably like it in some other scents as well. But anyway, there's also Esparta, Rose Petal, and Patchouli. Listen, if patchouli is going to be in the top notes, I don't feel like I'm usually going to like it. And so when I tried this, at first whiff, I was like, not necessarily for me, but I had the card as I was like walking around the store, and I just really like it. I just feel like it's a bit unique. It's very sexy, very date nighty. I'm really going to enjoy wearing this one. It to me is like fruit, like grapes, which is from that black currant, like that fruity feel, and like roses. And you definitely have to like floral because there is a good floral note to this, but it's not so much like chewing on like rosebuds. It's refined. So I am very excited to have this one, and I'm excited to try some of those other scents in there. So let's talk about the other set that I sort of regret not getting. And that is the Sephora Favorites Clean Me Up Beauty Set. Now, I just purchased, and I did a little reel on Instagram, I just purchased a few things with my Rouge Reward, and one of the things was the Tower 28 mascara because I really love that mascara. It's 20 bucks, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna splurge and get one, even though I have a ton of mascaras over here that I'm trying to get through in my like mascara hoard. So $20, right? And I did pay full price for that with my Rouge Reward because you can't like do the whole Rouge Reward thing and the 20% off. It's kind of ridiculous, but that's just how that works. So this set has, for $35, this has a full-size Tower 28 mascara. You have the Rose Inc Cream Blush in Delphine. That's a full size. And I think that that is like, what is it, 20 bucks? I don't even know how much those are. And I've really been curious to try that one. I was like, ooh, I really want to try that. So then you have a small size of the Necessaire body lotion. You have a small size of the Lawless Forget the Filler lip plumper, which I was very curious to try. Not this color, this is Rosy Outlook. I was really curious to try the violet shade, but it's in here. And then you have a Gwen Stefani small size satin lipstick in Stomp Box. And I just saw that my friend Natalia Lavrova did get this set, and she swatched the lipstick, and I was like, dang it, I would have liked that shade too. And then there is a Glow Recipe Plum Plump Hyaluronic Cream, which of course I probably would have liked. And I talked myself out of it because I was like, okay, I can't return the Tower 28 mascara that I bought with my Rouge Reward. It would just like, I would just lose the points. And I'm like, do I need 2 Tower 28 mascaras in my life right now? No, because I have all these other mascaras that I really need to start going through and trying to open and see if they're even any good. If you saw my empties video, I had at least one mascara in there that by the time I got to it, it was dried out. There was one point in time between subscription boxes, freebies, all that stuff. I just had a huge amount of mascaras, and I kept getting them, and then I kept using others that were like favorites, and then just like probably not even realizing like what I had gotten the earliest, and then using ones that maybe I got newer. It was a whole hot mess. So I've just been trying to like calm that ish. And I did not get this set, and I am really regretting it. So we'll see if at some point they're still in stock, and you know, sometimes like these things go on clearance or they are discounted. I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna put it into my wish list, and we'll see. In the meantime, I'm gonna try to like use the mascaras that I have up. I put that Tower 28 one to the side. I'm like, you can't use this one until you at least try out some of the others in your collection. So we'll see. Anyway, so that is it. That is my haul, my regrets, my ridiculous musing on makeup. And I hope you enjoyed. So let me know down below. Did you get any of these things? Did you get anything from my recommendations that you've tried out? I would love to know your thoughts. I really appreciate all of you so much. Thank you for taking some time out of your day to spend it with me. Do let me know what you picked up in the sale down below, and I will see you really soon.